Hello, my name is Kevin Langle. I'm with the University of New Mexico and Center for Telehealth and Cyber Medicine Research. Thank you for joining me for additional training segments on the use of the video conferencing software and the additional capabilities of the software. If you have not watched the initial training video on Vidyo, please go back and watch that one before moving on to this video. A little bit about what a far-end camera is. It's the camera that's on the opposite end of your video conference call. This feature is only available on certain systems, primarily a legacy or a Polycom type system that you might see in a conference room or rolling around the ER on a mobile cart. And keep in mind this only works with certain systems, usually legacy type teleconferencing systems, Polycoms, Tambergs, or some other comparable video conferencing system that has a movable camera on that end that allows the functionality for it to be controlled remotely. So just if you're calling a user that's using a webcam, you won't have this option to move their camera around. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose the Columbia conference room. We'll highlight their name, and just to point one thing out, here in the 3.0 client it still lists the icon as a person, but if you look down here it says call a non-video system. That's how it's kind of changed from the web portal. If you remember, in the web portal it's a little box with an arrow in it, but this one signifies it's a legacy system by the non-video system down here. So we're going to go ahead and call that conference room direct. And that gets us into the conference room over here at the Center for Telehealth. And if you go down here to the participants list, and this is moved from the old version of the client. The old version of the client used to have a little icon over here, a picture of the camera for far-end camera control. Within the 3.0 client, they've now moved it under the participants list. So if we click on the participants list, it'll show myself and Center for Telehealth connected to one another. If you hover over Center for Telehealth, you'll notice some of these options come up under their name. One of them is a chat option. However, this function is not available on this type of system. And the next one over is a little camera. So we're going to head and click on that button, and here is the remote pad that you're used to from the older version of the client, where we have the functionality to move the camera left or right. We can go up and down as well. And it also has the zoom capability. With far-end camera control, it's easier to navigate the camera when you're not zoomed in so close. The movement seems to work a little bit better to get to your target. What I would recommend is put the object that you want to zoom into the center of your video window. Say we want to zoom in on this Polycom phone on the conference table. So we'll move the camera zoomed out and put that phone into the center. And then we'll start zooming in. And that'll get us closer to the general vicinity of that phone. And see, as you notice when you're zoomed in, it's a little harder to fine-tune the camera. That's why we suggest getting it in the center of your window before you start zooming in. Now we can continue to zoom in as close as we need to. This is a good function if you're trying to look at a patient's monitor or something that someone's holding up that you're trying to read. And that is the quick training on far-end camera control. Just remember that it has been moved under the participants list. It's no longer down here in the toolbar with the rest of the icons. So we're going to go ahead and close this participant list, and then I'll go back in. So we go to participants, Center for Telehealth Columbia, then camera control, and that'll bring up the keypad to control the camera. Thank you for joining me for the far end camera control training video. Have a good day.